Watch this.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh, shit.
I even flipped. I did a one. Howdy partners, this is the Bog Sage. This is the first episode of Mastering the Bayou, a series where I walk you through full matches and break down my mindset, movement, and map knowledge so you can sharpen your instincts and conquer Hunt Showdown. In this match, my duo partner Blossom and I drop into a trios lobby and quickly find ourselves chasing down a solo who is practically begging for a fight. After securing the kill and making sure our backs were clear, we move on to the bounty at Wolfshead Arsenal, where things get real dicey. It's never ideal being sandwiched between two teams with your teammate down, but with some solid map knowledge and game sense, I managed to turn the fight in our favor. Hope you enjoy the ride. Just to save y'all some time, we made our way from Blanc down to Ma Battery here, where we're gonna get our last clue and get in this first encounter.
I totally punched you. I'm so sorry.
Rude.
You'll survive.
Wolf's Head. Oh, that's from the tower? Rather than staying out in the open for the sniper to see, I do go ahead and make sure and get indoors. That way I'm a little bit safer during this initial encounter.
Behind the tower.
Since she's behind the tower, I'm going to try to push out a little bit here, but not too far. That way I still have cover if I get shot. Almost here. His pings indicate she's much lower on the ground than I initially thought, so I'm going to use his cover fire as an opportunity to push up and possibly get the kill using this dynamite.
In the trees.
Since she's even further back, I'm just going to opt to use my rifle here. And now that she has her back turned to me, I don't feel the need to continue crouching and ducking for cover.
Are there two?
I don't know. At this point, we're really unsure whether she's alone or not, so we do make sure to approach this in a safe way, making sure there's plenty of cover in front of us.
Shoot first, question later. She's bleeding. Got her.
I didn't hit a single shot. Love that for me. Oh, she looking kinda... Oh, okay, she was looking kinda cross-eyed for a sec. Now there's two things that could happen here. Since we're unsure if she's a solo or not, we could have two more teammates roll in on us and try to kill us, or she could resurrect herself and shoot us in the back. So we are going to wait this one out until she's fully burned out, and then continue. See you later, bitch. This fight occurred just north of Ma Battery, as you can see here, and we need to make our way down to Wolfshead Arsenal, which is now being banished. We also have the Rotjaw team making their way over, so it's going to be a 3-team fight, and here's how we go about it. Since we checked the map periodically as we were on our way to the compound, we know that the Rotjaw bounty is over on the east side, and the Spider bounty is inside of compound, so we're approaching from the west to stay safe.
He's right there.
Based on Blossom's call out, I know I need to get moving in his direction, especially after I hear this door open.
Well, hey, I'm not up there.
If you noticed, I closed the door behind me just so I have an audio cue if someone were to exit the door again. There doesn't appear to be an immediate threat, so I'm going to go ahead and reload just to be ready for the next fight, and then start focusing on getting Blossom up. And speaking of the next fight, you can hear some squishy footsteps below, so I know this isn't going to be as easy as I would like. Not to mention that Blossom also died in a spot where I can't long arm him. I'd say we got Crytek in this moment. Bitch.
What the fuck? Do you have Necro? You may have to.
I was hoping the dynamite would get this bowman to back off, but as you can hear, they're still kind of staying in the same spot, so I do try to get a nice angle here. Now that they're distracted, I'm going to try to push up with my auto 5, but it seems she's already moved on, so now I'm going to actually focus on getting Blossom up safely. The biggest issue I've had this entire time with Necro is finding a safe spot to do it. And you can even hear above me the door opens, so I'm pretty concerned. Oh boy. Necro's pretty loud, and this guy clearly heard me, which is why he shot the lamp, but it ends up working out either way. They hit their own trap. Now that Blossom's up and they're clearly under pressure, I'm going to go ahead and take a regen shot and start working my way inside so that we can push. Now that I very luckily did not get domed by that bullet, I'm thinking about pushing through this door. The only issue is that it's very dark inside and very bright out here, so they always have the advantage. Probably best to try something else. I'm not sure if this guy belongs to the team that's inside or if he's just part of a team that's already been wiped, but I do go ahead and burn him just to be sure. The worst that can happen is I waste a fusee, and the best is that I apply pressure to the team that's inside and force them to make their way out. I could hear him pretty clearly on the other side of the wall. Unfortunately, we missed, and I really did not want to waste more ammo.
I'm coming back to you. Damn, that is loud.
Blossom and I aren't quite sure what to do here since they are just camping inside and the guy on the east is being very aggressive. But that's why patience is a virtue. It gives you time to think and come up with something that's actually going to work. Plus, they're using all of their ammo while we save ours.
Aw, damn.
Did you get shot
Sky,
at?
that look... No, but I'm... There's a team over here in the little turret. I also hear a beetle. Tagged him.
Since Blossom got the tag and I know he's got a Sparks, I know this guy's very low. I'm going to push out and see if I can get him.
Side tower. I'm coming in.
Since Blossom's taking initiative and moving in, I'm thinking about what I can do to help him get in there safely. So I think about opening the door, but then I remember I've got a dynamite, and this will definitely provide some noise for him to move through. Needless to say, I did not expect it to nearly kill me, but again, that's Crytek for you.
this guy is about to be crazy. No way! What? He's in there with a bow. They reset the traps. He's got a bow. Woo-hoo-hoo! Careful, they can see you.
Me focusing on the guy who's on the north side rather than pushing with Blossom was definitely a misstep here, and it gets me into a pretty rough situation trying to get Blossom up.
That was crazy.
I'm hoping that since this guy's being super loud and not trying to conceal himself at all, I can get a quick headshot and then focus the people inside compound. Unfortunately, I didn't trust my aim fast enough and ended up hesitating on that second shot there. So then I start thinking of other things I can do. I've got this stalker beetle, but they're just going to be able to rush me since they know exactly where I'm at, so I decide against it. This guy is clearly not going to stop trying to get me rather than the other team. Plus I can hear him working his way east to get behind me, so I gotta do something. Unfortunately, again, I missed my second opportunity to kill the guy, but I do think while I'm reloading it would be a good idea to light up the inside that's darkened with some fusies. That way I can see these guys a little bit better.
He's got Blade Mancer. He's never gonna run out of ammo against you. Why are they not fighting each other?
Now that he shot me again, and I know he's just going to keep aiming at me, I do go ahead and drop out completely. That way I can rethink how I'm going to approach this. And this just goes to show how important it is to rotate. You can see that they left this bottom door open, which ends up completely screwing the enemy team over. I'm going to go out of my way to crawl the entire way, that way they don't catch any sound cues. I'm also not going to take those tempting ammo boxes because I know they're going to hear it, and I want to get this kill. You can tell the guy above me is pretty preoccupied with the guy who's on the north side, so I'm going to use that opportunity to finally capitalize on this.
Beautiful.
The guy had absolutely no idea I was there, got the kill, and now we finally can breathe a little bit and figure out how to take out this last guy.
Yeah, it's just one out
Can you
there.
come watch this guy?
Yeah. That's the other girl's teammate. But I'm coming. Yeah, I've only got 2 bars on 1 shot. Good clutch so far. I also still have Necro.
Since I know he has Necro, I am going to peek a few times, see if there is something I can do. Not really seeing the guy, so I use some dark sight, and then we're going to reposition here shortly. 165. Probably 135 for you. For some reason, it's not letting me vault here, which I'm trying to do to be quiet, so I'm forced to jump.
If he opens this door, he just dies. Guy's burnt out.
This guy's been pretty good with his shots so far, so I'm not going to re-peek that. I'm going to try to shoot him from a different angle every time.
He's on the bridge last scene.
Since Blossom has his attention in the window, I push out to see if I can get him. Now he's running left. I see this as an opportunity for us to really push him.
Nice.
Bitch. I realize as I'm reloading that he's probably going to get himself up, so I do throw a dynamite, but it's already a little too late.
I should just check. We're red.
Oh, I know. Hold on. This isn't the smartest move, but I'm pretty confident that Blossom can get the kill if this guy pushes me, so I do go ahead and throw a Stalker Beetle to pressure him. I'm dead.
Got him.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Woo! It was worth it.
Dropping my nuts right on his face.
He deserved it. He was a freaking nuisance. Loot him and then I'm gonna burn him. Even though I don't need to.
Do it out of principle.
Alright, let's do a tour of the map. Since we had 6 event points, we went ahead and stopped by all of the different wagons and the green point, just because they have experience boons and traits that you can use your points on. It's a really great way to level up your hunter, and if you're someone like me who's trying to prestige, it's a great way to max out your hunters so that you can sell them later on and continue down your progression for your next prestige. And don't forget that Raja now drops a trait every single time you kill it, so if you're the last person on the map, it's always worth stopping by. It's fights like these that show just how far good positioning and map awareness can take you, even when you're outnumbered and under pressure. Duos and a trios lobby isn't easy, but with the right calls and a little patience, it's more than winnable. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please be sure to like and subscribe before you go. Would you have played this round any differently? If so, drop a comment below. Until next time, I wish y'all luck in your hunting endeavors, and if we meet in the bayou, may the best hunter win.